Badibo Viva Rhodes joins us live in the studio. It's so good to have you join us. Good afternoon. Like I said, I wish it was under better circumstances.
I know, right?
Yeah. So because this is hard facts, and you've heard me, give you the numbers, it's staggering. 762 people have been killed.
And those are the ones that were abducted and killed, not just the ones that were killed, right?
Yes,
straight off.
Abducted because maybe nobody paid for,
exactly.
just killed.
Yes, and there are also incidences where you pay money and the people still end up being killed. The point of the matter is that, very sadly, until Donald Trump made the statements he made, these things were starting to become accepted as the norm in Nigeria. The government, the federal government, state governments were absolutely quiet about this. They were not responding to it with the kind of intentionality that one would expect that they should. And it seems that it's only because their position of power is being threatened that they are now taking this seriously, which is terribly unfortunate. Because you see, if a government prioritize the well-being, and which is their primary role, the safety of lives and property, if they took that seriously, we would have seen a lot more action and solution-driven programs and interventions long before now. But it will seem that because they felt that these people being killed either were nobodies, there were people that they did not really... I mean, the president went to visit Benue State. Correct me if I'm wrong at any point. And instead, this was on a condolence visit after so many people, after there was so much hoopla that you've been quiet for so long. He finally goes there. They line up people to be praising him and, clapping for his entourage as they were driving in. First of all, which shows a complete lack of empathy. Two, it shows a complete lack of understanding of your role as president, as father of the nation. Because if his children were killed, he's not going to go to that ceremony and be expecting people to be clapping for him along the way to the cemetery. He will not expect that. And he's the father of us all. He's the president, right? And then not only did he go there and turn it into some kind of jamboree, he later then said he could not actually visit the location of where these killings happened.
Bad roads.
The
Floods.
number one citizen. Give Peter Obi a day, he will figure out a way to get there. And I'm not here to campaign
You're
for Peter Obi.
politicizing the
I'm sorry,
situation.
but I've seen this man move. And he is not the president. How is it that the number one citizen, with all the paraphernalia of being a president, and Nigerian president is not one of the most powerful presidents in the world, cannot find a helicopter to get there? It just shows you that it was just performative. It was just about convenience. It was just about, let them not say, they're shouting, they're making noise. So let me just do this token visit. And you see, these actions betray the purpose and their why for coming into power, which is why these things have accumulated to such a degree. A lot of resources have been given to these people. They've used it to arm themselves even more, become more audacious, become more powerful. And now it's a very problematic thing because, one, we can sit down here and blame the government all we want. There are also external forces that could potentially be behind this. We know globalization and the ways by which countries have been kept under their control, where they create a problem, then come in and pretend as if they are the solution.
Your savior.
Right? And then in doing that, usurp resources and lands. But then the Nigerians will tell you, these resources are not benefiting us.
But then it doesn't mean that we should just throw it away because we want help.
I agree with you. There's even a famous saying that says, those who trade their freedom for protection deserve neither. And I believe that. But at the same time, I recognize my privilege. My privilege is that I can think about 5 years time down the road, 10 years time down the road. If these people come in, what will happen in 5 years, in 10 years? What do I say to the mothers whose children were killed? What do I say to the people living all over the middle belt of Nigeria that don't know whether they'll wake up tomorrow? They can't so much as plan for the next month because they don't know. That is not assured. It's not certain. So the government has to... the government has to sit up. to their responsibility. They are too focused on solving for the next election as opposed to making the lives of Nigerians better.